Morning. Are we live? Not yet, apparently. I'm over here on my computer. Just trying to get the chat open. If you are new, welcome. I'm Dharma, and this is a daily that we do. Nobody knows we're here. I've been doing them in the mornings recently, only because I wake up so early. Why in the world should I sit here for 5 hours before I do anything? You know, might as well get up and get after it. There it is. Do anything. There it is. Nobody knows we're here. I didn't even put out a notification on the... Oh, there's people here. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. Okay. Hello. All kinds of folks are here right away. So nice to see you guys. Let's see. I should probably wait a few minutes before everybody gets here. Well, you can just rewind it for tribe news, okay? Let's see. The tarot decks are sold out. So as soon as I get that second round in and shipped out, those are done forever. So if you have yours, please do enjoy them. That was a once in a lifetime thing, so I'm never going to do that again, never. Okay. So I hope you enjoy them. All right, but they are sold out. The last couple got sold, and we are done with that project forever. So it does take a long time, all right? When they get to you, they get to you. I'm not going to forget about you. Never again, okay? And then we'll be done with that. I am on break all next week, so I do have a couple more slots open for the private readings. We can do mukbang, we can do half hour. You can cut them up and do them separate. I don't care how you do it, whatever you want to do. I'm easy to get along with. But I don't need to go and like add new products on my website. Just call me and we will talk about it and pick one and we'll, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, very informal here. So if you want to do something, chances are I'm probably going to say yes. But you need to communicate with me first. Okay? I don't have anything else to say. It is 6 o'clock in the morning almost. It's 5:58. I thought that I was ready to get up and get after it. I did. Normally I am, you know, because I do the moons in the morning, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh, geez. They call me Dharma. That's not my name. I haven't done that in a while. They call me Dharma. That's not my name. Grand Rising. Like he comes up in here calling himself Alpha Sigma and wants fucking answers. That's not how this works, friend. I know. I woke up like this. Okay, are you guys ready? Do we have mods in the house? Carrie, you might be the only one. Do women have a hobby of inventing problems? No, I would say women have a hobby of solving problems. How many baby daddies does it take to screw in a light bulb? All of them. They want their baby mama to go buy it and get the ladder and bring it over and set it up and walk all the way to the top and they can stand there and hand it over. And then we'll screw it in for them. If I'm lying, I'm crying, okay? All right, let us do this thing that we do. Wow. The troll bus is here awfully early and I don't have anybody. Standing by for 2 seconds. Let me just grab the Viking real quick. Hey, Colby. Oh, you better watch out. Colby's coming, okay? What's coming to pass? Good morning, good morning. No, you're okay. He said, tarot is satanic, girl. Then what the fuck are you doing here? Aren't you afraid? Aren't you totally shaking in your boots, afraid of the cards? They might like stand up and get little stick arms and stick legs, and then the cards are going to make little tiny paper swaths and get you. Or maybe the cards will come to life and set a magical spell on you. What are we going to do? You're warning me. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Shouldn't you be warning yourself, though? I mean, if you think it's satanic and scary, what are you doing here? Aren't you afraid? You should be afraid. Very, very afraid. Somebody's going to have to wake up Colby. It's 3 o'clock in Oregon. I can see that. Hold on. You want to help me out? Damn, I should have just did the moons. I agree with that, Amy. All right. Just a change of perspective. Thank you. Sorry, we can't get started because too many people want to fuck about, and I have to arm half the ravens here so that we can continue. Yeah, turn down for what? Grey Wolf, if you want a reading on that, you'll have to go to dharmajane.com and we can sit around and talk about it. Okay, Lady of the Harvest. You have a person who's very, very, very indecisive. Like wishy-washy to the max. And they're thinking about you hard. They've probably been thinking about you all night. But this is supposed to be over, done with, fiend. Arrivederci. Do I look Scottish to you? Do I sound Scottish? I am like 98% Scandi with a little dash of Puerto Rican in there. I have one Puerto Rican grandpa. Everybody else is Scandi. Dutch, Norwegian, all that. You can call me the exotic Viking. Okay. 6 feet tall of spicy Latina. Anywho, this is supposed to be over and done with. But now I should change in you. It's like you never. Now it feels. Wow. This person makes an unexpected move that I need to turn away from the chat. How is it possible that people can perform fuck shit at 6 o'clock in the morning? Do you wake up like, I'm gonna go bother folks? Yeah. Do you like get excited for it and you put on your little fucking fuzzy ass snowman slippers like, time to go do the bothering? Let's go do that. Oh my God. Have a cup of coffee and listen to the story. Now that I finally got it out. Okay. Thank you. Mystic Miners energetically protecting me from the bothering. All right, so you have, this person does, okay, you have a masculine and a feminine here always. If you're same-sex couple, whatever, one of you is acting like a masculine and one of you is acting like a feminine. It can morph back and forth during the day. It does not matter whether you're a guy or a girl. If you're hanging out with another person, one of you is coming forward as yin, one of you is coming forward as yang. When two yins get together, it's like a cat fight. When two yangs get together, all you do is sit in the bed and eat and sleep and eat food. You must have a yin and a yang in order for, this is what I was talking about yesterday about rowing the boat, where you just go in a circle. And so we have a very yin and a yang person, and they come forward and it gives you, young man, I would eat you alive. Sit down. I am 41 years old and I have 3 children at home. I will eat you alive. Do not even. It's like these kids I go to school with. They're all a whole handful of 2 decades old and they're like, hey, pretty mama. I'm like, young man, sir, no. Does your mother know you're speaking to me? Does she? Go sit down and read stuff. Also, can I see your notes? Seriously, I do that all the time. Ooh, with some fava beans and a glass of Chianti. So this is, I'm going to turn off the chat for a second because I can't focus. Bye, fuckers. There. Okay. We're going to lose a little bit of light because I used half of the screen because my screen is so big. That's what I use as my stage light. But seeing as how the troll bus rolled in and wants my attention really bad, I'm not going to get to tell the story if I don't stop looking at the chat. I will turn it back on for myself after I get through this story. Okay, so you have, this is, I mean, this could be about abundance. It could be about money. But you have a person here who brings a big, warm glass of hope to you. You know, you're having a bad day. You should be offered a hot beverage. It feels like they offer you the hot beverage of hope. And I don't really like to play that game. Okay? This is a lot of pentacles. So for those of you who this is not about money, it's about something tangible. Something that you're able to actually hold on to. 3 swords. 8 wands. Wow. 7 of swords. Okay, so I don't know if I've already said it, but it feels like this person has a shit ton of energy behind them. Oh, they were the one that was super duper duper indecisive. Yeah, that's still this story. And it feels like the indecisiveness comes from all these extra thoughts. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? What should I do? All of those things. And maybe you can feel it coming because you're like, it's like they are around you or energetically around you in one way or another, and they're swirling around all of this energy. like on purpose. And I think you can feel it coming, and you're like, feels like, are you going to make a move or not? Because I can feel your energy. So are you going to do something about this or what? Judgment. It feels like she's standing there. It feels like this, because if she's the bright mother, she's okay with this thing ending, letting it go, any of that. She's the lady of the harvest. That's what they do. They grow a big ass harvest and then they cut it down. And she's okay with cutting it down because it turns into something else, right? It was a beautiful scenery, your harvest, right? With the fields and the thing is a beautiful scene, but then you cut it down so you can eat it. All right, so tell me about, this is the dragons. What do they do here that's so shocking? Nine of Cups. I bet. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Pentacles. I feel like you think that something horrible is about to happen. But I don't necessarily know that it is, because these are all pentacles. It doesn't look like anything that deals with the heart space. The arrival, the owl, the balance, water sign. Ha! Okay. King of Swords. The Devil. It feels like they come in and they decide to collaborate and be friends. And you're all, because you don't know what to expect from this person, because when you guys get around each other, there's an energy shift. You can feel it. And it feels like they are coming at you with different energy, and you're all, that's why it feels shocking, because now they're all pentacles, and let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Water carrier, complicated man. This is a complicated man. But they've been holding back from you, all right, because they've been doing whatever, quarantine, disengaged, closed off, segregated, separated, disconnected, sequestered, suppressing, detained, incapacitated, feeling powerless. They probably watch you on the internet. Or they might get at you on the internet. This person could carry tools with them everywhere they go. And it's simpatico. For this whole time, okay, for the years that we did the simpatico readings, and I thought it meant simple, it does not. It's Italian for nice. It's simpatico. El mio amico. Simpatico. E alto. Nice and tall. But they might legit have tools with them. Wherever they go. They're a tool man. All right. The Lovers, the Moon, the Castle. It feels like, if anything, it feels like recognition. Because you're in their thoughts really, 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 really hard. And it feels like, I wonder if, Because this is supposed to be over and done with, right? And this Lady of the Harvest is trying to be okay with that. And it feels like this masculine is like, I need to do something tangible. So that's why I'm like, oh my God, pentacles, 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 pentacles. It feels like they're like, wah, wah, wah. Like, I see you. And you're all, they honking at me? And yeah, they're honking at you. They want to get your fucking attention. And that's what brings the hope. Why though? Because they're tired of fucking 10 of Cups. They're tired of being indecisive. It feels like they're like, oh, all of this indecisiveness that I've been doing is, in fact, making a decision. Damn, that wasn't supposed to be my decision, was to not make a decision. My decision was supposed to be to have this simpatico and be nice to each other. 3 of Cups. And so it feels like they do something here to let you know that reconciliation is imminent. The Emperor, Justice, Ace of Wands, 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. It feels like they're like, well, I'm more healed now. Now is more of a good time to whatever. I don't really want to go into the big detail of whatever about why they weren't around. But they were not around enough to where this woman felt like it was time to cut down the harvest. Meaning, call it a day. I don't necessarily feel like I don't really pick up on stupid energy like that, you guys. You have to understand that when you come to visit Dharma Jane at Dharma's house, this is not the land of the frou-frous and the I am a money magnet and oh dear and oh bless you and all of that shit. We're just regular bitches, okay? We're not, I don't believe that some people are dark ones and some people are light ones. I believe that some people have bad fucking days and they probably wish they didn't do that. And if they didn't wish they didn't do that, then karma will make sure that they do. And it really doesn't have anything to do with us. You're just supposed to be nice. I feel like these are not, it's not rocket science, gentlemen. Didn't we just talk about this? Didn't we just talk about this? So whatever they do here, all right, is with the sole intention of getting your attention so that you know that reconciliation is imminent. That's a good word. All right. Woo, bright light. There they are. Wow. I probably could have left the chat off. Okay. Fairies of the future. I didn't read anything you said. I'm asleep. I just turned the chat back on. All right, so the Emperor. Well, I mean, the basic setup of the cards is that you have somebody who's feeling raw and open, vulnerable even, and they're looking and thinking about the future. And you wind up talking to this person who is supposed to be a friend of yours, and they're like typically like a grumpy ass. But now they're not being a grumpy ass. They're being handsy. They want to get some of that. the Devil. Well, tell me about the conversation. The Sun. This person could be really, really, really clean shaven. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Hierophant. Whoa, I just got like nervous all of a sudden about I don't know what. See, there it is again. Seven of Swords. Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups. I don't know what this is. This is a friend of yours, and it feels like they run around all panicky like, and they get really, really, really handsy with you. And King of Wands, the Devil. Three of Swords. Ten of Swords, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Emperor. All right. This is probably the best way to explain it. Because I feel like somebody is like just being alive. And then this person comes up into your space and they are full of energy. Like mega, 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 mega energy. And it shocks you because you probably were not expecting for that to come swirl around, particularly by someone who parades around as a friend. But the friend card also talks about support. And they are an Emperor. They've come out several times. And they come in and put their wings around their empire. And that's why it feels like wildfire, because it's almost like I have to do this now, or this empire is going to burn down, or I'm going to lose it, or there has already been a lot of pain in this situation. That's probably why whoever this is coming out as being like raw, knowing that fucking around with this person is like the wound is already open. They're probably just going to make it worse, right? And so here they come with the intention of like wrapping up their empty nest. They get this like swans, crazy surge of emotion. Crazy surge of emotion that they need to, I don't know. It feels like, it feels like an olive branch. But these are all the new and the happy. It feels like they come up to you all happy and new. And you're all, thank you, Carrie. Seriously? what I get for turning the chat on. Ex-Illuminati, thank you. Dee Dee, you're allowed. Please hide them. If they're coming at me sideways and they're gonna stop the story, okay, just hide them, get rid of them, time them out, whatever. And they come forward to you with all of this bright and shiny energy. Flamingos. This person comes forward as your soulmate twice, but easy on the soulmate chat. Okay, we have lots of soulmates. We have an entire soul tribe, and everyone in your soul tribe are your soulmates. I think that there is one soul match, but I think that another word for that is twin flame, and those are not good relationships. All right. So here they come with all this bright and shiny new energy. The Fool. That's totally my point. They could have a dog with them. This person has a new outlook on life. They might bring you flowers. Two of Cups. I'm talking whole entire new, bright, shiny, all new perspective. A whole ass, brand new, full ass perspective. What did I say? Happening soon. Anamkara, soulmates, uncommon bond, devoted, besties. This is the third time this person has come out equally as your soulmate and your best friend. And while that's delicious clickbait, okay, we have a lot of those. Call them people that you get along with really, really well. But this feels more than that. This feels more like this emperor wants to come in and wrap their wings around you, and you guys live in their wing space. Nice and safe in the protective whatever. So you might just be standing there letting this person be around. I always wanted to play World of Warcraft. I just knew better than to get into computer games and shit like that, because I lost an entire summer to Sims one time. I think the year before I went on tour with the Bluecoats. I guess that would have been 1998. I lost the whole damn summer to the Sims. All right. I gotta wake up the kids in just a minute, so let's see. 6 of Cups. Nice. So you might know a person who is very like, it feels like Lewis and Clark. It's the scholar and the explorer. Maybe Lewis and Clark is the story that inspired Brokeback Mountain, okay? I'm just kidding. Okay. Can we give Sacagawea a fucking high five and well done? That girl was busy. Okay. So you guys are doing this dance. This union dance, right? It's like he's looking at you and she's looking at him, and it's all very, it feels like the fucking mating flamingo dance. I can be a hero, baby. Desire. It feels like if you just put your fucking guards down, okay, you and this person fall into each other like that. You both do it. That's why it's 6 of Cups. It's beckoning you like, don't you want some of this? You cut off all of your fingers, trade them in for dollar bills. Oh, you will reap what you've written. Don't you want some of this? Hermit, Justice, Ace of Swords. Okay, so it's like whatever this is, you're doing this like, I'll have to show you the main, listen, okay, I have absolutely overplayed Game of Thrones and Grey's Anatomy. I can't listen to the shit anymore. You're talking the entirety of my bachelor's degree. Grey's Anatomy was on in the background, and so far the entirety of my graduate degree has been Grey's Anatomy in the back. I mean, Game of Thrones in the background. I had to let it go, so I switched to Big Bang Theory. And there is a scene where Sheldon does the flamingo mating dance, and it's hot if you're into that sort of thing. So you and this person are swirling around each other, drumming up the energy, and it's like if you would just you say piacere. Buongiorno, piacere. That's a real, I love this 2 of Cups. But it's like if you two would just let your fucking guards down, there could be lots and lots of swirling of the yays. King of Cups, 2 of Cups. That's my point. It's like you might be able to tell with like the I think the reason I keep seeing that clip of the flamingo dance, okay, was because he did that on purpose to get her attention. I mean, the whole episode was hilarious. He wanted to create a baby with Amy Farrah Fowler so that they would have like a they were going to make their own superhuman, right? And so she kept saying no, and so he said, finally, I must do the flamingo mating dance. Thank you, Colby. A little bit late, much. Get your ass out of bed and save me. Now he shows up. Now he shows up. I'm playing, by the way. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning where Colby is. He really shouldn't be out of bed right now. Colby, you missed it. When we first came in here, there were so many trolls we couldn't even talk. Like, I had to stop what I was doing and text you. And we got ourselves From South Africa. Hi. There's lots of ravens in South Africa. Lots. Lots and lots. Hundreds. Well, I have to wrap this up because I have to wake my kids up for school in 22 minutes. So anyway, it feels like that. This person is doing things on purpose, like the mating dance to get you to like watch them. Look at them, interact with them. Ace of Cups. See me? Feels like Dracula where it was like, see me. No, Chester, I don't really even like to drive down to the gas station. I highly doubt a trip across the pond is in my future. I keep pulling the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords together. And I think that what you're supposed to see with this person and their actions is that they are on purpose. It feels more aggressive than courting. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why I keep using that funny scene from Big Bang Theory, because no fucking man in the planet is going to dress up like that and turn on music and walk in and do an actual flamingo courting dance. Okay, that's unrealistic. And it feels like whatever they're doing is 50 shades of over the top. Pay attention to me. I'm into you. Can't you tell? And so you're supposed to be like, yeah, I let's see what you got going on there. It's like, did anybody ever tell you you look like Hank Hill from behind? Ah, tu parli tedesco. Buongiorno, piacere. All right, and this is going to be right before we come back, because I'm probably going to get up early and do one of these again since I'm on break. Oh, it's like, oh, there's a man in your bed. This person might bring you like breakfast in bed or like food in bed or like treats or whatever. They don't want you to get out of there. And you're like completely lit up, like chakras on fire. And look at them smile. They're like, if all I need to do is just keep fueling this one and she's going to go and conquer the world. Okay, that I can do that. I can totally be the person who does the fueling of the person who's going to conquer the world. You know what I mean? It's like somebody, it's like this masculine here who is totally masculine, manly man. Okay, they might be one of those dudes that don't have any chest hair at all, but they might have long hair, but they are looking at her like a full-ass, full-blown powerhouse. And they're like, okay, so in this masculine is going in this partnership, I ain't shit. My woman is a whole fucking bad bitch, whole powerhouse. So I'm just going to bring her food. I'm going to stand behind this shield and throw sustenance and see what happens. It feels like they are gracefully getting out of the way so that you can dominate the world and then give it back to them. It feels like that's some kind of conclusion that they came up with, that you are not, that women or whoever are not out on their bad bitch craft to become, this is not Pinky in the Brain. Which woman do you know who has success and then didn't turn around and give it all to her kids and her family? What other reason is there to go and do that? Because if it was just us by ourselves, we could be totally living in a van down by the river and be stoked about it. Unfortunately, if you let your kids live in a van down by the river, people have shit to say about it. So we have to go to work and be bad bitches. And it may have been that for some point in time, this particular masculine, even if this is a new person, okay, if this is an old person, they were in your way. If this is a new person, they are seeing right up front that they need to, and this is not bow down to the woman. This is not, you know, anything. I don't like to read low vibe stuff. It feels like this masculine is like, this is a bad bitch. If I just support her, I bet you she will buy me nice dinners and watches and all of these wonderful things. And it's true. Chiropractic medicine. None. And which woman do you know who doesn't go out and make a shit ton of money and they're like, let's go get something nice to eat, and doesn't even think about where the money comes from, right? Anyway, people in the comments lose their shit when I say stuff like this, because it's all, you're gonna emasculate the man or you're gonna butch up the woman. No, I'm not. I'm talking about two fucking people where one person is like, my partner is a diva. I'm gonna bring her some fucking fruit and chocolate and see what happens. That's called support. And I think the reason that I'm getting so defensive over it is because I have fucking PTSD and trauma. Why are you trying to help me? Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you being nice? You must have an ulterior motive, which I don't think they do. I think the ulterior motive is, ooh, if I help this one succeed, that means I succeed by proxy. Okay. Success by proxy. No, you're not. What's happening there? Alchemic. I let you be a mod. Okay, you don't get to fuck with me. Stop saying help, mama. What the fuck do you want? You got 2 seconds to come correct before you lose your position as a mod. What do you want? Seriously, say it, because you made me stop. Nothing. Right. All right. The maiden, the journey. It feels like somebody's sitting there reading a book, doing whatever they're doing. That's kind of my point. She's buried in books. This person is into their, like, Anubhav. You'll have to go to my website, dharmajane.com. This is a person that's getting after it, and it's like this other one keeps poking in or looking around to see what they're doing. And it's like they're always getting after it. No wonder. No wonder they got it like that, right? The Tower. And so it feels like they come in, they're like, I'm going to take off. And she looks up from her, whatever, and she's all, see ya. But it feels like, look, they're, and they like blow steam out their dragon nose. Like, you're not gonna, it feels like you're not gonna cry because I'm leaving. You're not gonna stop what you're doing and throw a big giant fit. Anubhav means experience. What a lovely name. Okay, so this masculine goes through this thing. They have several epiphanies during their interaction with you, and it feels like they leave and you're like, hey, see ya. And first off, they get a little ticked that you don't beg them to stay. She legit has to look up from whatever she's doing like, okay, bye. It feels like, why the fuck did you even come in here to ask? And I don't know what I mean by that. She could be irritated with them. She could just be busy. But it feels like this masculine who keeps coming forward as a king of cups with this big giant ace of cups, it feels like maybe getting a little bit schooled, but it also kind of feels like they are maybe understand fully what it is that they're working with. Like, this bitch is valuable. And I don't mean that in a selfish manner. Like, they think that they can get something from her. It's like they finally see her worth. And they pushed her to a place where she's like, "Hey, see ya." And they're all... And then it feels like they go home, the Chariot, 8 of Cups, they go to wherever they go, and they get a 7 of Swords text from a Queen of Wands. And write that in there, which, what does that mean if you're not tarot fluent? And some fucking heifer. Let me rephrase that. Some innocent woman who absolutely got fucking fooled by this dude thinking that she had a chance. Okay. Just text the person that she fully expects to get a text back from. Okay, we're not going to bash on the other women folk who don't know what's going on. But in that moment, this masculine decides to cut it all off. All of it. All of it. 7 of Wands all day long. I have a woman and she is high value. And then it feels like they just go to sleep. Like, they see it and they turn it on and they don't have a reaction like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have cut off all these people that I'm talking to. They just go to sleep. It feels like they're solid in their decision. And that's all she wrote. All right. We'll do one more and then we got to get out of here. Right before we come back, please. 7 of Cups. You might be doing something with kids' intuition. Oh, geez. So you have a drive-by with someone who they make it very clear that they're coming for you. I feel like it's a repeat from the very first story that we had. But this time it feels more like, I'm coming soon to get you. There's a lot of emotions behind it. Yeah. Lots. You're probably meant to have a child with this person, which is why you can't get them out of your space. All right, can we get one card, please, for how we're going to be leaving the next 24-36? You might hear or see a tarot reading that makes you feel very, 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 very grounded. And you're like, okay, I can work with that. All right. I love you guys so much. I got to get my kids up for school. I'll be back in just a minute because the moon has moved to Pisces. Okay, so we got some dreamy shit to talk about. I will... On that note, I'll see you guys later. Love you so much. Private readings are at dharmajane.com. Love you.